all the sun turning good.
Hi, I'm Cami, and today I'm going to show you how to do this.
That I never spoiled.
In order to get the best looking Junko wig you can, you're gonna have to use at least 2 sets of wigs. You're just not gonna get the kind of volume that Junko has otherwise. I used a wig from YesStyle.com, it's a link down below. It's a really great wig. It's $25 per wig, so that's about the cheapest you're gonna get for a wig with 2 ponytails, trust me. The way I use my 2 ponytail sets is I made 1 set of ponytail be the volume underneath, and the other set of ponytails be the look on top. This one I matted it all up, made it all fluffy, and then I took the other one, curled it, made it look pretty, and then just put it on top like that, and it's big poof. Oh please God, God, are you listening? God's not listening. There's a couple things you're gonna want to style this. One, you're definitely going to want a foam wig cap because you can put the ponytail clip directly into the wig head. You're gonna want one of these things. They're wig C-clamps. It's really handy and it stabilizes your wig, and that's what you need. You could also use like a tripod. I don't know what else. I don't know, get creative. The point is you need to have this wig be stable because you're going to be pulling on it and it needs to stay in one spot. You're going to need a flat iron, blow dryer, hairspray, a comb, and a bunch of these little lovely duckbill clips that you can get for like, I don't know, $5 to $10 off Amazon. And these lovely foam curlers. That is also like $15, I don't know. All in all, the stuff you need is like not that expensive. Without further ado, let us get started. So the first thing we're gonna do is try and work on the fluffy one. Now, when you first get the wig, it's not gonna look like this, of course, because I've already styled this. So to make it matted like this, I used comb and a brush and just sort of did this and like a whole lot of this. Wow, that looks violent, not unlike Junko. I just like combed it back towards the base a lot, and I also just sort of put the brush there and swirled for a bunch, and you are seeing the need for stabilization here clearly. See how much fluffier this just got? It's beautiful. Only mess up the top part. This down here is going to be visible, so unless you want it to look very tangled and matted, you're going to want to leave this part alone. We're going to curl it later. This is what the finished product is going to look like. Big fluff. Now we are going to work on the curly bit. Mine's already curled, but that doesn't matter because we're going to redo the whole thing. So the first thing we're going to do is wait for my flat iron to heat up because I'm a dumbass, I didn't already heat it up. Assuming some people watching this are pretty new to wig styling, the thing you need to know about styling wigs is that wigs are made out of plastic. At least synthetic wigs are. This is a synthetic wig. The thing you need to know about plastic is that if you heat it up, you can shape it. And then whatever shape it's in as it cools down is the shape it's going to hold. These curls are still holding even when I pull them because they cooled in a curled shape. That principle is what we're going to be using to do this. We're going to straighten the entire thing, wrap it up in these curlers like that. Blow dry it until it's really warm, and then let it cool in this shape. And then when you take it out of the curlers, it looks like this. It's really, really easy. It just takes a very long time. To start, I'm just gonna go like small section by section and straighten the entire thing. When you're straightening things, you definitely want to comb it out beforehand because it's just gonna make it a lot easier. You don't want tangles in it. When you're combing a wig, you start from the bottom and then you work your way up. And then we're gonna take a flat iron and slowly go over it, like so. And then go over it again because it's not totally straight yet. You're gonna wanna be careful because it'll be hot, of course. And then this is where the duckbill clips come in handy because then you can just clip it and then it's separate. Now that I've got all of the hair straightened, we can get started with the curling. With the curling, you're going to want a whole bunch of these, and you want to use the really thin ones because the thinner ones are going to give you much tighter curls, and tighter curls are going to be more volume, more poofy. Get a whole bunch of the tiny ones. You're going to take one little section, like about this big, spray it with hairspray. Just a little spritz of hairspray. Hairspray is going to help it stay curled. Then take one of the little ones. You're going to want to bend this at the top here because it'll stop the hair from rolling off. Go to the very, very base of the hair and then start wrapping it. Like that. This you're going to want to fold over here, and that's just going to hold the hair in place. And you're going to want to fold over on the other side too, so that both ends stay in place. And then you're just going to repeat that with the entire thing. Finally done. Next step is the easy step. We're gonna blow dry it. You really need to blow dry like a lot. Like, please take your time with this because this has to get really, really hot in order for it to actually stay in the curl once it cools. Like, spend time on each individual curl and then wait just be very patient with letting it cool. Just touch it occasionally. Once it's not warm at all, then it's gonna be okay to take it out of the curlers. It takes time. So now I just wait. Again, make sure you wait until every single one of these is completely cool before you do anything else.
20 minutes later.
All right, so now this is cool. Waited long enough. And now we're gonna carefully take all of it out, starting at the bottom, because it's easiest to work from the bottom up. These curls are gonna look really tight and not too good right now, but we're gonna fix it. It looks okay, but not really. All of the curls are really tight in on themselves since we haven't loosened them yet. So to loosen them, you're just gonna separate them with your fingers. If it ends up looking a little frizzy and messy, that's okay because Junko's hair is an absolute rat's nest. And ta-da! It's gorgeous and beautiful. And we are almost done with Junko. We are almost done. The last little bit to do is to curl the bottom half of this. On yours, if you're starting this from scratch, it's going to be the same kind of wavy that it was, which is like, it's okay, it'll look fine, but it's not gonna match the curliness of this. So we're gonna have to curl it in the exact same way we just did, but it's gonna go a lot faster because there's less hair. Like, comb it out, iron it out flat, and curl it the way we just did. So now we go through all the curling shit. And now we wait.
Later.
Okay, so now we are ready to unravel it. And starting on the bottom, because that's just the easiest. It's probably gonna take you a couple of stylings to get it as fluffy as this. It takes a lot of effort to go from the totally flat, totally unstyled, straight hair to the really, really super tangled, fluffy this. So just give it patience, give it time. And if we put this on there, we have a Junko poof. It's beautiful. So, that was the tutorial. I hope you enjoyed. I hope you learned something. I'll have links to everything that I use in the description. If you liked it, please like it. Please. Please subscribe, please. I'll be doing more tutorials like this in the future. If you want to see any tutorial, just feel free to comment or tell me on Instagram. I love that. That's it. Thank you.